Hi guys, it's your boy Kunle Ologun. You can also call me Steve. So you're welcome to this week's episode of our mystery video. We have another extraordinary story for you this week, and we need to get straight into it. So this is the story of how a phone insurance claim resulted into an immigration issue. Oh my God. That headline sounds like something that we can't wait to hear, right? Okay, let's get straight into it. So this is a story of a lady here in the UK who attempted to claim a phone insurance, and then this resulted into immigration issue for her. She has an insurance on her phone, according to her, here in the UK. And for those that are probably in another part of the world, like in Africa, that you don't know how it works in the UK. So oftentimes when you have a mobile phone in the UK, you can easily insure it either by the network provider or by any other organization. Good example, I have my own company, my bank currently insure my mobile phone. So a lot of other companies are offering insurance services, and you can take up any of those to insure your mobile phone anywhere you are in the UK. But in this case, this was insured by a service provider, and I will now go into detail of the name of the service provider or who this person is for confidentiality purpose. So this lady called a company that she insured the phone with, and eventually she decided that she will claim a phone back. According to her, she declared that the phone was initially broken. She literally, possibly smashed the face of the phone. She reported that this was broken, and then she's recorded all the information with the service provider on the phone, and then the service provider asked her to then present the phone, and that they might be able to repair it where possible. If not possible to repair, they would then replace it. And by the time she was asked this question, she came back the following day, called the service provider again and said the phone is now missing. And the service provider said, okay, you need to now report this as stolen, or you misplaced it, and you need to quickly declare this within the first 24 hours. And then she did reported this, and then the service provider started processing another phone. She paid for the excess charges, and she paid this on the phone with her card, and the service provider started placing a request for a replacement for her phone. Eventually, what then transpired was that she was expecting that phone to be sent to her, that is a new phone to be sent to her. So she did not know that she was being investigated by the service provider. So what then happened was that after about 3 days that she declared this phone was lost or stolen or missing, eventually she switched on the phone. And this was the genesis of her problem. So she switched on the phone thinking that she could get away with it, that another phone is on its way to her from the service provider. But she switched on the phone and she was making all sort of calls using the same SIM card on that phone. And this was being recorded by the service provider. Lo and behold, a new phone was sent to her. She received the new phone, and now she thought she had gotten away with everything that she planned and she premeditated in terms of a false claim of a mobile insurance in the UK. But on this occasion, this service provider decided to continue to follow her, they monitor her, and she was still using the old mobile phone that was smashed, and she claimed that it was lost or stolen. And eventually, she switched it on and she started making calls on it. And even when the new phone arrived, she never bothered to switch back to the new one. It was through the number of calls that she has made on that old phone and the IMEI number of that old phone that the service provider decided to say they will now press charges against her. Now, my understanding was that she had done this a couple of times in the past, But I'm not sure if the service providers has been, probably suspecting her, they've been monitoring her, and eventually she did it this time and they decided to push further to investigate her. So what then transpired was that this service provider contacted the police. They informed the police, they started investigating this lady, and eventually she was invited to the police station. The police spoke to her, and the service provider representative was also there as well. They said they want to press charges against her, and she was shocked. And she said, what was that for? And they told her that it was all her claims that she has been making on false representation on mobile phone insurance claim. So she was shocked at that point, and she didn't know what to do. And at that point, a charge was pressed against her. But what was then discovered in the process of asking her a number of questions by the police was that they found out that she was not the account owner of that mobile phone insurance or mobile phone that she was using. She was not the account owner. So it was her friend that owns that account, and that friend just got the phone on her name, and that friend gave her the phone to be using. But she has been contacting the mobile phone insurance service provider to claim a new phone, and she has been getting away with this. On this occasion, it went terribly wrong for her. Now, the police started asking her, who is the account holder? And she said it was not her. They asked for her ID. She couldn't provide any ID. And the next thing is the police had to take her back to her house, and they went to search her house. And on her way back, she started confessing that, okay, she was not the owner of the account, and it was her friend that helped her. And the police then said, okay, what is your name? What is your DOB? Can you give us information about you? She was not willing to say that. And by the time the police followed her to her house, searched everywhere, they found all sort of documents. They found a different passport with her, and it was her face on that and a different name. And it was not a British passport, not a UK passport. I'm not going to disclose this country's passport for confidentiality purpose. And then that was how the police contacted the immigration from there and said, can you check this name and DOB if they are in this country legally? And by the time the police contacted the Home Office came back and said that was a person that visited some years ago, and she never returned back to her country of origin. And that was how she was handcuffed again and taken away by the police. And then the immigration joined the police at the police station, and this case has now turned to something extraordinary. This is an ongoing case as I'm speaking to you now. Now, the current state of play with this is that she is now currently being investigated by the police. The case with the mobile phone insurance claim, the false claim, is still in the court. Also, she's been asked to be coming to sign regarding her immigration status in the country. She has been asked to be signing on a weekly basis now. In fact, it has gotten to a stage where she said she does not even want the mobile phone back anymore. The one that was sent to her, she returned it to the service provider. But the service provider has said they will want to progress with the case, and that she will pay for all damages, all the court fees, every money that was spent on the case, that she must pay it back. And they are willing to make this a kind of scapegoat for all of the people that might be claiming a false mobile phone insurance in the UK. This is really, really sad. How claiming a phone back from a service provider resulted into an immigration issue. At the moment, the lady continued to visit the Home Office every week to sign. She has been asked to come and be signing. And you never know, a lot of people sign time and time again. We've seen so many cases where they resulted in being allowed to stay in the country permanently after that, for one reason or the other. And there could be an unfortunate incident where you go to sign and you're detained and you're deported back to your country of origin. This is really sad. What lesson can we learn from this? What lesson can we learn from this? A mobile phone insurance claim that suddenly resulted into an immigration issue. Could it have been clearly that she miscalculated? It's been working for her previously and she's been getting away with it. And on this occasion, she's caught completely. She is regretting every moment of her attempt to claim that phone and all the stuff that she has done in the past. What lessons can we learn from this? Let me know what you think about this. What lesson can we learn from this? This is really, really sad. But I'm sure there are a lot of lessons to be learned, and hopefully we have learned so much from this that we will continue to ensure that wherever place we find ourselves, we lay low and we do the right things. We don't break the law so that we don't get caught. So as I said to you in our previous video, our mystery video is back now. We are shooting this every week. We have a lot of mystery videos that is piled up for us. If you have a mystery story that you think we need to know about, that the world can learn from, feel free to share it with us on our email. Send it to us and we will speak on it. And we hope everyone will learn lesson from it. So if you have not subscribed to K90 channel on YouTube, please kindly do so. Also, please don't forget to follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Thank you so much for watching this video. Bye for now.